What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Young and Intelligent Money Investing channel. Today we are going to be going back to the portfolio, going through the channel, seeing what's changed on our road to 10,000. Before we get into that, I want to ask you guys to please drop a like and a comment if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel, helps the channel grow, helps the videos get more recognized, and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, if you guys look at the channel page real quick, you've probably noticed I haven't uploaded in 6 days here. I've been super sick, and I was sick when I made that video at the beginning of this sell-off, so we really have a lot to talk about with this whole market sell-off, the kind of craziness that's been happening in the last week. Like, I think they said it was the worst week that the market's experienced in a couple of years, so we had a lot to get into today, and a lot of exciting YouTube growth and stuff like that to talk about as well. So, let's start out talking about the portfolio. So let's look at our last 1 month chart. We peaked around 675. That was our record close, and now we're back down to about 429. $4,294 about. So quite a bit of a dip. It's been super volatile in the market lately. A lot of big dips, a lot of big ups. It's mostly trending down though as of right now. Hopefully that'll turn around. I didn't buy in at kind of these like bump ups just because I'm not really sure what's going to happen with the market yet, and we haven't really seen it stabilize. I do expect to be buying in a little bit when we see some more stabilization in the market, but just because we have these lower prices, I think it's a pretty solid buying opportunity because I really don't see anything bad about the fundamentals with the American economy and the worldwide economy. There's some talk about inflation issues, but I think that'll probably is a little bit kind of overhyped a little bit. When the economy's solid, job numbers are great, some of the best we've had, and really not that much is going wrong. I think the market was just a little too high, a little hot, kind of went up too fast. So a big 10% sell-off, and now I think we can start chipping back away at those losses that a lot of us experienced over the last couple weeks. So let's look at how everything individually was affected. So let's start out with VOL. We know this is the S&P 500. Let's see how much this thing dipped. So this thing capped out at 263. Now it's down at about 241. So that's about a $22 discount if you were to buy it right back in now. There was a dropped all the way to 236. So that's a solid 10 to 12% drop, which is pretty substantial, especially when you're talking about the S&P 500. So this big of a drop is not something I've personally seen in the market. I'll show you guys my total return all time. Like this is pretty new to me, so I'm kind of learning it alongside you guys, and it's also something new to most investors who have come in the market in the last few years. We haven't seen a Dow drop of 1,000 points like hardly ever in the market. Part of that is because the Dow's never been so high, so the percentage points for 1,000 aren't that big compared to where they used to be. Like if it used to be when the Dow was like 10,000, a 10% drop in a day, that'd be absolutely insane. We'd be panicking a lot if we saw that right now. But since the Dow is so high right now, the 1,000-point drop is only a few percent, and that's something we can overcome over the long run. And I'm really not that concerned. I'm still up $300. If you would have told me that I'd be up 7.37% when I started investing just in April last year, I'd be okay with that. Now, would I like to still be up $700? Sure, but honestly, those gains may have been a little too much, but we also may have overcorrected it right now. So it's really just gonna take a little bit of time to pan out, and we'll kind of see how that goes a little bit later as the market kind of settles and gets back to a less volatile area like it is right now. So we'll go through the major holdings, and then we'll talk about YouTube a little bit. So I'm not going to go through every single holding that I have like I typically do in these videos. I'm just going to talk about a few major ones and kind of how they're doing. So next one I want to talk about is SPHD before we go back to the major indices. So this one is, you guys know, the S&P 500 High Dividend Low Volatility Power Shares ETF. So this one has been hovering around 42, almost $43. It's been climbing up. I really never thought we'd see this thing under $40 again. This is just an astronomical drop that it's seen. And I'm really tempted to buy back into this one because it's pretty much lost all of its profits for the year. And this is really a one, while it's pretty heavy in real estate, and real estate's been hurting a lot, I really think that when a sector has been hurting for a long time and has really been lagging the market for a long time for not really a specific reason, like a whole sector doesn't really deserve to be down there. It's not like it's not like oil sector and the global price of oil is plummeting because of some easy access with a large supply out in the Middle East, something like that. It's not like that. This is like largely real estate stuff like that. And while there is higher interest rates, I think real estate in the long term is a great play, and this is a monthly dividend stock. And under $40, SPHD is a great buy, in my opinion. And I would love to average down a little bit because I'm now down overall on this position. I probably have made money because of all these dividends that I've received, but it's definitely a great thing if you can get shares of SPHD for under $40 like you can right now. Now let's just talk about the NASDAQ and the Dow, and then we'll move on to some YouTube stuff. So the NASDAQ, let's see how it has done. So it peaked at about 170. Now it's at about 156. That's not too bad, honestly. Really is kind of like a 8%, 9% drop. Not too bad for QQQ. Really exciting stuff going on in the tech sector right now. Let me know if you guys could drop a comment. What do you feel about Snap right now? I personally think that their new update maybe might lose them some customers because it has really screwed up my whole continuity with my kind of when I'm using the app. It doesn't really keep me around as long. I think that's their kind of goal with it, and their whole goal is to kind of show more ads and be able to monetize their platform more. So it might help them with revenue, but it really might hurt them in the user growth and user kind of like users wanting to be on there. It might open up the way for a competitor, possibly. We haven't really seen a Snap competitor come out, at least that I've seen, that's been a major player. We know Instagram's kind of try to copy some stuff, but nobody's tried to copy their exact idea in a big way, like the actual picture sending back and forth with the pictures that delete after a certain amount of time. So we'll really see if that opens the gate for maybe somebody else to step into that space. So let me know what you guys think about that, but down below. Now let's talk about the Dow. We know the Dow's been hit hard. It's up at 265 with DIA, the SPDR ETF for the Dow. 265, now it's down at 242. That's it's down about 10%. Not great, but if we look at my total return on this, I'm still up 13.5%. Still has had an absolutely fantastic year. So it's not something to be all that worried about. So now let's move this out of the way and kind of talk a little bit more about the YouTube side of things on my computer. So now the channel's been doing great. I hope you guys have been enjoying the stuff. Let's look at and kind of get in the dashboard here. So down towards our analytics. Hopefully that'll load up quickly. I believe we are at 471 subscribers on the last update video. This might be easier to use. Okay, so we'll go into the Social Blade instead since the YouTube's having a little bit of a hard time. So we've been getting about 4, 5, 6, 7 subscribers every day. It says the daily average is 7 down here. This is a really helpful tool if you're another YouTuber on the Social Blade platform. As you guys can see, my views are down in the last few days because I have not been making any sort of videos. I've been so sick that you guys wouldn't even want to listen to my voice. But hopefully I can get 200 views a day is kind of what I look for at an absolute minimum. I really try and get more than that just because that is like the amount you need for usually that equates to about 11 hours of watch time for me, and that's really my goal on a daily basis, and I try and get higher and higher as we go on. So last 30 days I've gotten up to 197 subscribers. Hoping we can hit that 1,000 subscriber mark in the next couple of months. That would be really exciting for the channel. Now, if you guys want to look at some charts, let's look at our subscriber chart for as of late. So this is daily subscribers. This is a really fun tool that you can go through, kind of drag up, see your subscriber growth. You guys have been absolutely awesome on the subscribes, the likes, all the support on the channel. It's really helped the channel grow. It's been really exciting to see, and I just like to give you guys this look at the back end for the other creators out there who are watching. I know there's quite a few of you guys, and also the other people who are more interested in kind of the back end YouTube stuff that I look at, and other sort of stuff like that. So the daily and total subs are kind of what you want to look at when you're tracking your subscriber growth. As you guys can see, it's pretty flat for me right now. I haven't really seen that exponential growth just yet, where these kind of subs just happen for me automatically and at like an increasing rate. Hasn't happened quite yet, but I'm all right with that. I really enjoy seeing just a few subscribers every day. Every time I get one, it makes me smile. It's definitely a exciting feeling when every time you see that number go up a little bit. Really hasn't gotten old for me yet, which is kind of insane because it's happened over 500 times now. I just really appreciate all the new people who come to the channel and watch and enjoy the content. Let's see if we can get on these analytics now. Okay, so as you guys can see, we're up. We've raised our average view duration. That's one of my goals, to kind of make a little bit longer videos, kind of entertain you guys for a little bit longer of time on average. We've been getting about $1 a day off of YouTube ads, which is going to go away, as you guys know, February 20th, which is all right. I can survive without $1 a day. I'm doing all right. So, and you guys can see here, we were doing good. We were kind of raising overall, like the average watch time, and then that's kind of dipped down the last few days. Same thing with views. Views kind of went down a little bit and then back up, and now they're going down again because I haven't made videos in a few days. Same thing with likes, really. Likes, dislikes, comments. Just not quite as much activity on the channel the last few days. We have had our two biggest videos, honestly, have been these two ETFs to buy in 2018 videos. That's gonna be a monthly series on this channel. They have performed extremely well. Wow, this one's already at 700 views. That's honestly insane. The February one. So that's definitely going to be a monthly video on the channel. It's really what I like to stick with for this channel. I really like to push the ETFs, so I think it's the best way to get good returns over the long run and be rich when you're later in your life, and you're going to thank yourself for setting down this financial base. But that's really all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. Please give me your comments down below. Let me know what you think I should cover more of in these videos, less of. Just let me know your general feedback, what you guys want to see. Please drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.